Assalamualaikum and a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're now with me, Yusuf Shukri, for TVS English News at 5. Our top story for today. The Kembara Kenali Borneo tour, inspired by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah, provided an opportunity for His Majesty to build a bridge of friendship between the regions of Peninsular Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak.
Rakyat Sarawak merasa gembira kerana mereka tahu mereka mempunyai pasangan diraja yang begitu senang sekali mendampingi rakyat. Jelas tentu kelihatan sambutan rakyat jelata di sepanjang laluan Kembara sungguh luar biasa.
Abang Jari said Sarawak respects the institution of the Yang di-Pertuan Agong despite not practicing the Sultanate system.
Malaysia dibentuk berasaskan sistem raja berperlembagaan. Tuanku, jelas sekali keperdaban baginda berdua dan kerabat diraja selama 11 hari ini menunjukkan bahawa raja berperlembagaan mempunyai peranan yang unik sebagai payung perpaduan kemakmuran dan kesejilan negara ini.
The Kembara Kenali Borneo program, initiated by Al-Sultan Abdullah and Tunku Azizah to connect with the people of Sabah and Sarawak, concluded its 11-day journey covering 2,154 kilometers along the Pan-Borneo Highway, which began in Tawau, Sabah on September 3rd, ended in Sabah on September 7th. The expedition continued into Sarawak via Brunei, with its final stop in Telok Melano, Sematan.
And to some updates on the Kembara Kenali Borneo, Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah and his entourage arrived at Telok Melano, marking the conclusion of the 2,154 kilometers Kembara Kenali Borneo expedition that commenced on September 3rd in Tawau, Sabah. His Majesty arrived at kilometer 0 or KM0 of the Pan-Borneo Highway at approximately 12 p.m. today.
The arrival of His Majesty and entourage was greeted with a warm welcome by Minister of Women, Family and Community Development, Datuk Seri Nancy Shukri, and Sarawak's Deputy Transport Minister, Datuk Henry Jineb. Al-Sultan Abdullah then signed the Kembara Kenali Borneo Telok Melano plaque and later presided over the groundbreaking ceremony of the Telok Melano Mosque. The entourage is scheduled to visit various attractions in the area before returning to Kuala Lumpur later in the evening.
The Telok Melano Masjid was named after the Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah. The earth-breaking ceremony for the Masjid Al-Sultan Abdullah was officiated by His Majesty after arriving at Telok Melano earlier today. The project, costing over 5 million ringgit, is expected to be completed by the end of 2024. And according to Tanjung Datu Assemblyman Azizul Anwar Adnan, the masjid will serve as a focal point in the area. Welcome back. In a significant move to address the current shortage of surgical and medical equipment in Sarawak General Hospital (SGH) and the Sentosa Kuching Hospital, the Rotary Club Urban Kuching (RCUK) and Latter Day Saint Charities (LDSC) have announced substantial funding for the upgrade and expansion of healthcare facilities. RCUK President Andre Suharto said the 1.95 million ringgit is expected to bolster healthcare services and improve patient care outcomes.
I have heard of people complaining when they go to the Sarawak General Hospital because of the sheer number of people waiting. But they do not know the challenges being faced by the surgeons and the medical professionals working in the SGH. They have their own constraints. They have been using drills to drill bones 17 years of age, where the lifespan of that drill was supposed to be, 7 years?
He said this in his welcome speech at the check presentation ceremony to Sarawak General Hospital and Sentosa Kuching Hospital representatives at the Camp Science Building, Kuching. He added this infusion of funds represents a promising step towards strengthening healthcare capabilities and ensuring that medical facilities are well equipped to meet the evolving healthcare landscape.
This equipment, they only have one set, and they have to bring it around to the hospital in Kota Semarang, to Lundu, to Sematan, and I think there's another one, I can't remember where it is, Syria. You imagine the challenges that they face. So, before we complain, we should always ask ourselves. We should always empathize with them. And that prompted us to actually buy this equipment. And through the help of LDS, who sponsored and who buy it.
Also present to witness the handing over ceremony was Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Sri Dr. Sim Kui Hian.
Now, a total of 457 policemen will be on duty to ensure the smooth running of the Malaysia Day celebration at Stadium Perpaduan here this Saturday. Sarawak Police Commissioner Datuk Muhammad Azman Ahmad Sapri said the tasks of these personnel include security control and traffic management.
He said it is estimated that a total of 5,000 people will attend the event, which will begin at 8:30 p.m.
Suka saya ingatkan bahawa penerbangan drone adalah dilarang sama sekali di ruang udara tapak sambutan Perdana Malaysia di Stadium Perpaduan Kuching mulai 16 bulan September jam 8 pagi hingga 16 September jam 12.30 malam atas aspek keselamatan kecuali yang dibenarkan oleh pihak berkuasa sahaja.
Meanwhile, he added that Acting Sarawak Yang di-Pertuan Negeri Tan Sri Dato' Amar Muhammad Asfia Awang Nasar will be the guest of honor at the celebration, along with Prime Minister Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim and his wife Dato' Sri Dr. Wan Aziza Wan Ismail. Apart from that, Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg and his wife Puan Sri Dato' Amar Jumaani Tuanku Bujang, as well as Sabah Chief Minister Dato' Sri Haji Jinor and his wife Datin Sri Julia Salang are also expected to attend. Themed Malaysia Madani Tekat Perpaduan Penuhi Harapan, this year's Malaysia Day celebration is scheduled to start with a pre-performance at 7 p.m. The program would include a Malaysia Day concert featuring local artists, a signing ceremony for the special Malaysia Day book, and the Kembara Merdeka Jalur Gemilang Convoy Parade.
On to our next update. A civil servant in her 40s fell prey to a phone scam, effectively putting herself in a financial nightmare when she lost a total of 600,000 ringgit. Sarawak Police Commissioner Datuk Muhammad Azman Ahmad Sapri in a statement said the victim received a call in early August where the caller claimed to be a person from Pos Laju, Perak. The caller accused the victim that she had delivered a package containing several identity cards, which she denied. Even so, she had fallen for the trap when the call was transferred to another person who posed as a police officer with the alias ASP Mokhtar.
Osman stated that the victim had been overwhelmed by the suspect's assertion and complied to all the directives given to her. Initially, she was asked to transfer 20,000 ringgit into 2 bank accounts for alleged audit purposes with Bank Negara. In the coming days, the victim was directed to take out loans from several financing institutions. To cover her alleged mistake, the loan, as well as her fixed deposits and SSPN savings, were all transferred to 5 different accounts, amounting to 580,000 ringgit. When she attempted to communicate with the suspects, there was no response, and that's when she realized she had been cheated. Osman said the case was reported only yesterday, September 12, and is being investigated under Section 420 of the Penal Code for cheating.
On to our world news. The scale of the disaster in Libya is still unclear. Days after 2 catastrophic dams and 4 bridges collapsed in Derna, submerging much of the city when Storm Daniel hit on Sunday, September 10th. Emergency workers have uncovered more than 1,500 bodies in the wreckage, and it was feared that the toll could surpass 5,000 after floodwaters smashed through dams and washed away entire neighborhoods of the city. Meanwhile, it was estimated that at least 10,000 people were missing, with local officials warning that many of those yet to be found are likely to have died.
Meanwhile, Minister of State for Cabinet Affairs Adel Juma assured that rescuers and aid will work around the clock and said that the unity government is cooperating with international organizations and the Red Cross along with teams from different countries. The US, Germany, Iran, Italy, Qatar, and Turkey are among the countries that have said they have sent or are ready to send aid.
أعمال الفرق المشكلة من قبل الفريق الحكومي للطوارئ أعلن مجلس الوزراء الحداد العام على مستوى دولة ليبيا حدادا على أرواح الضحايا. وجه مجلس الوزراء بتحريك قوافل من الآليات ومعدات فتح المسارات وسحب المياه وسيارات الإسعاف باتجاه المناطق المتضررة بالمنطقة الشرقية. وصلت إلى المنطقة الشرقية قوافل شركة الخدمات العامة طرابلس وشركة الخدمات العامة مصراتة، ومن مدن أخرى من هذه الشركات مكونة من 3 فرق، منها فريق لإزالة الركام ومخلفات وفتح مسارات، وفرق لتسليك غرف الصرف الصحي، وفرق أخرى متخصصة في الإنقاذ. نسقت الحكومة انتقال فريق المباحث الجنائية، وبدأت منذ يوم أمس أعمال مكتب النائب العام وهيئة الشهداء والتعرف على المفقودين خلال فريق عمل واحد لتنفيذ إجراءات التعرف على الجثث ودفنها وفق الضوابط الشرعية والقانونية وحفظ وأرشفة عينات الحمض النووي للشهداء من المواطنين ضحايا السيول والفيضانات.
It is worth noting that Libya has been in political chaos since long-serving ruler Colonel Muammar Gaddafi was overthrown and killed in 2011, leaving the oil-rich nation effectively split with an interim, internationally recognized government operating from the capital Tripoli and another one in the east. However, despite the split, the government in Tripoli has sent a plane with 14 tons of medical supplies, body bags, and more than 80 doctors and paramedics. The city of Derna, home to 125,000 people, was devastated by Storm Daniel that pushed through dams on river that runs through it, sweeping away buildings and wiping out as much as a quarter of the town.
Your feedback matters, so be sure to scan the QR code at the top right corner of the screen. And those were the updates on TVS News at 5. Once again, I'm Yusuf Shukri. Thank you for watching and have a good day.